spectate game has opened. So let's go ahead, close this up, look at these picks, and see what can we expect from this game. Okay, so we're going to look. We got TSG playing on the blue team. Looks like we're going to have Zed being played by a Wanted in middle. We're going to have Neon Surge taking the Jace top. Devil Dude, who we saw playing an excellent Thresh, going to be playing Janna in the support with deftly playing the Lucian ADC. And we didn't see 4 last game, unless 4 was also Senpai, but 4 known for being their main jungler. It should be interesting. Elise, a little bit hard to play in the current meta. The late game, it's really dependent. It's really snare dependent, and it's really positioning dependent. But seeing that the way these guys played in their match prior to this, I don't think teamwork and positioning is going to be a problem at all for them. Realistically. Now, this purple team, let's go ahead and look at their lineup. Looks to me like they have they're going for a somewhat wombo lineup here. I mean, you got the damage over time going from Mundo. Zillion's going to have a lot of poke. Corki has a lot of poke, so they're going for a very aggressive lane, which could backfire on them in a versus Janna pick. We'll see how that goes, but comboing the Corki AoE with the Cataclysm from J4, the damage over time from Mundo, and the Wukong ult, that could be dangerous if pulled off correctly. Now, also Zillion's ultimate's going to be a real big pain in TSG's rear of this game, all right? Just the fact of reviving somebody, it's almost like it's a 6v5. So realistically, it's going to be all about TSG really needs to time and bait out that Zillion ultimate. If they do not, they could be in a lot of trouble. Now, as far as tanky, I mean, that's something that the blue team TSG is going to have to decide who's going what. Obviously, they're probably counting on that shield from Janna. Jace, he can be tanky. Elise can be tanky, but I mean, realistically, purple team, their opponent's purple team here have a Mundo hard tank and a J4 hard tank. Even Wu can be quite the tank. And comboed with the Zillion, it's going to be a tough matchup for TSG. But I think that these guys, given their team play, will be able to pull out on this. We've noticed them go ahead and capitalize on their opponent's greed. And we got DJ Freecell saying Jace won't be too tanky. The tank will probably be Elise. Which, you know, I do agree, but you're absolutely right. She's going to be more of a utility, I think, and a tank, you're right, than more of a carry this game. It's an odd position to put an Elise in, but, you know, maybe it's about the mobility. We'll see how these guys decide to use their picks here as we get into game. And I want everyone to remember,
we've got a better chance of survival if we work together. Do you understand?
That's it. Just like he says, Maximus in the Gladiator Pit. We have a better chance. So we got grind that shit on the other team. So TSG versus GTS. Wow. That's ironic. It's like they're Purple will win simply because they can peel, especially when Corki is so mobile with a Zillion. Well, we'll see how that goes. And let's see, DJ Freestyle saying, yeah, you'll see the Muramana Last Whisper Black Cleaver from Jace before Jace gets too tanky. So assuming Jace is going to rush some damage here, hopefully he wins out his lane. Now in the matchups, Jace does have, I think, the advantage over Mundo, just the fact that he can be ranged. But the thing is, if Mundo can land enough of these axes and his regeneration, it could be a problem. It could be a problem. We may see Jace running into some mana issues early on to be able to poke down this Mundo. It might be better to go just for CS. And here we are, folks. We're already in the game, so let's go ahead. We're going to see what TSG has up their sleeve this time here on Deathmatch Radio. All right, guys, so getting these set up for you. And let's see. And it looks like, yeah, we're going to have maybe a Wukong going mid. That would be I didn't notice that at first, honestly. Axes, cleavers, same thing. He's still throwing it. It looks like an axe, but it's fine. So looking here early on, following TSG in comparison to GTS, we do see, looks like we're going to have a very aggressive play here by GTS. They do spot a wanted with the ward. He's just going ahead, showing off a little bit of disrespect, at least there as well. She looks like she is going to go ahead and fall and maybe decide. Well, she looked like she wanted to go ahead and guard her own red, but now Jace going to go ahead and find Mundo in the bush in the top lane. They're going to trade a little bit, and Mundo keeping up, but there's Jace with that damage. And will we see Neon Surge pick up first blood really early on? J4 coming into the fray from behind. This could be fatal here for Neon Surge if they decide to flash it and all in him. He is going to be able to get out of there. Now, oh, Wukong getting caught by Zed, though. That's going to be hurtful for the mid lane. Corki and looks like Zillion going to be sitting in this bush. Elise maybe going to be starting off at her blue instead. Zed, Wukong, and Mundo going to be forced to back. It's going to be an interesting start. It's already an interesting start. Minions have just started to spawn as we see the jungler starting to take position. It looks like Elise actually going to go ahead and stay with her choice of going red. We do see the support and ADC of GTS here guarding that river. Mundo back in the top lane with that regen. Not really worried about it. He doesn't have a red anymore, though, versus Jace having a red. So that's going to help out Jace poke him down early on. Now, we got J4 starting at his own red. No leash at all coming out. Meanwhile, Elise getting at the leash at the red. Will we see J4 cross for the blue? That'll be interesting to see. Now, J4 going to go ahead and finally finish off his red. I'm going to say about 5 seconds behind. And there's Wukong going in to trade with Zed. Not really, it's pretty even trade. I think Zed took a little bit more damage there, but as he gets to level 2, that's going to change rather quickly if you ask me. Wukong definitely has the level 1 advantage there. And meanwhile, we see CSing though, pretty even. Missing that shuriken. Oh, there's the ignite, and they're all in. There's the flash going to be busted off by a wanted. Avoiding getting first blooded. Well done there, but now when he procced that level 2, he may be able to go. Oh, there's the flash coming in, and not going to be able to secure the kill. Wukong here, but meanwhile, Zillion harassing hard here. Janna getting the tornado off. The Corki Bro going to be dodged here, and now definitely trying to get some good poke here down onto Soulkeep. Not going to be able to. It was an iffy trade, but Janna has mana. They both pop a red pot. Corki also already down the red pot. So Janna going to be able to, I think, do a good job here. Now Zed going to be forced to back. Oh, Wukong going to take a tower shot there. And meanwhile, Jace beating out this Mundo in top lane quite easily. The CS in mid pretty even, and Lucian having a little bit of a hard time in bot lane on the Corki. Now Elise definitely a little bit faster paced than J4, especially since J4 came out of the jungle and had a couple failed gank attempts already. So there's, looks like Elise going in on a Wukong, gonna go ahead, wait, wants to land that snare, does not find it. Now J4 is gonna come into the scene as well from the top of river. Looks like he's gonna sit back and wait. Zed maybe in for some trouble, but he's getting camped pretty hard. Now Mundo losing really hard to this Jace, but the regeneration, we'll see when that kicks in what the story will be like. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Zillion close to getting a kill here on a Lucian. Lucian going in with the Janna buff. There's the exhaust, and now Janna wants to go ahead. It is such tremendous tension in every lane right now. Someone is low health and about to die. 5 minutes in. There's Lucian getting the first blood. And will we see the double kill come out? It is the question. And it is so close. He flashes for it. And does he get it? One more AA. Oh, nice play there. There's Mundo teleporting down. Lucian may be able to relentless pursuit out of here. Getting hit with the cleaver. There's the damage over time. And it looks like, oh, he gets shut down. Well, not quite. It's not an official shutdown, but there's Wukong going in hard onto Zed. J4 coming in from the side. Flashes it in. Goes in. Nice shadow play there by a wanted. Able to dodge Banner there coming in from the side. Banner forced to, he's pretty punished from going in there. So good job there by a wanted of really getting camped hard here in mid, but of being able to avoid all this. Realistically, I want to say as a Toxic, thank you for showing up again. Thank you, DJ Freecell, for watching, guys. And it looks like Elise going here in on a Wukong with some help from Jace coming in from behind. Now missing that Q, but still, it looks like Elise may get out of here, forced to flash over the wall, avoiding that minion damage, but Jace is able to pick up the kill there. So taking down Wukong. Now there's Janna's shield Meet Zillion Bomb. So Zillion having a hard time keeping up. I mean, we have looks like Lucian and Janna able to pick up level 4. This Lucian may be behind in CS. Whoops. Lucian may be behind in CS, but he's got those 2 kills. It's keeping him up. Now Zed and Wukong, very, very close matchup there. Wukong kind of winning out, actually. But that should change. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens when level 6 hits. Meanwhile, Jace is doing well versus Mundo. Mundo also has the kill on Lucian, though. So we'll see. There's the ward for push control from Janna. Relentless Pursuit followed up by that passive from Lucian. It's going to be a battle of, it looks like a battle of harass, guys. It really comes down to, all right, let's get the poke, let's get the poke. And nice poke being landed here by TSG. GTS, oh, look at this. Jay's going to go ahead and get Mundo down to half. We see J4 in the bush. Janna trying to stay on that side of the lane, and now that could be the moment. Oh, definitely, maybe overextended. Nice tornado there from Janna. Janna gonna go ahead, Elise there to back up. Oh, and what? Nice job there by Elise, being played there by 4 coming in, and it looks like Zed narrowly able to escape the ignite damage there from this Wukong. I mean, TSG once again. I mean, 4 showing some great presence there in the counter ganks, reading J4's movements. They don't even have vision in the jungle. Just knowing what J4s do and what the opponent is more than likely to do. A nice poke coming out from definitely there. And now this Mundo is just having a really hard time here against Jace. 48 CS, 36 CS. J4 still not dead, but he is behind. I mean, look, he's level 5. He's level 5. I mean, Corky's level 4. These guys, the red team is falling behind. GTS really starting to fall apart at the seams really quickly. We have a 2K gold lead at 7 minutes and 31 seconds in already. So, I mean, what's a team to do? What's a team to do? Lucian going ahead, Relentless Pursuit in. Janna going in to help. Corky going to be forced to fall back. The shield. Now we have Wukong ulting. There's the death mark coming out onto Wukong. There's the flash from both. The ignite damage. Oh, and Wukong gonna go ahead and turn the fight around. Unfortunate play for Awanti there. I think he overestimated the defense capability. And it looks like we may see the kill. Oh, the flash coming out from Sulky. He's gonna be able to fall back and make it back at tower. Not going to get another kill for Lucian here. Looks like, though, they may get really aggressive. There's the Janna shield. Definitely going in. Closes the gap, and nice job. Lands the light onto Corky. So, now these guys able to get some free CS. 3, Lucian up, 3 kills onto Corky. He is starting the CS gap, and Jace going all in here onto Mundo. Mundo going to be forced to flash back towards the tower. And now definitely, and Devil Dude going to be able to fall back to and get their first buy. Now, do we see the legendary 3 Doran's Blades coming out onto Corky, guys? This is going to be interesting to see how that pans out for these guys. The 3 Dorans, but there's Jace going all in, gets to dive, flashes out from the tower range, and picks up a kill there on Mundo. Finally getting a clear lead, but here comes J4, TBZ banner, closes the gap, and now Jace, oh, the Cataclysm, and that's going to be unfortunate news. J4 finally putting himself on the board with 1 kill of a Jace. So looking Zed now falling behind now. Oh, Wukong going almost all in. He has that Tiamat and using it well there to get some really heavy poke there onto Zed. Awanti going to have a bit of a problem staying in lane at the moment, I think. He's got to go ahead, last hits, aim those last hits, and just keep doing it. It's Wings top time. Well, this is Toxic. Thank you for stopping in. Remember, this is Deathmatch Radio. Frag or be frag. We're watching you. So, looks like we're calling out for a gank here in the middle. We have Elise going ahead and pushing up. Wants to get into position here. Zed going to be going there. There is Jace as well. There's Jace landing the poke. Oh, Janna there as well. Going to go ahead. Nice tornado. And there, Elise. There's the Wukong. Oh, but Elise going to go ahead and get the damage. Maybe going to land the snare as well. Oh, barely missing it as Jace lands the poke, but it's not quite enough to go ahead and get the kill there on Wukong. But look at the damage coming out from Lucian. Oh my god, he may just 1v2 these guys. And there's Corky gonna go ahead and throw some counter damage back. And look at this, Lucian! He is just a beast! 4-man push meanwhile here in mid. And they do pick up the first turret here at 10:39. And Lucian's like, well, since we're getting one turret, I'm gonna flash and make these guys flash for days. Almost picking up the kill there on Zillion. Free Dragon coming out for TSG. TSG is just dominating this game, guys. They are just, I mean, 3K, now 4K gold lead. The towers are going down. They are up 2 towers and a dragon. The CS in every lane, except middle, is pretty much winning. And there's Wukong going in on the Lucian. The tornado coming out from Janna. And there's the ultimate as well, separating Lucian over the wall. Nice job. If Lucian can get over there in relentless pursuit over that Cataclysm, he may have a chance. Nice shield coming out from Janna. And I think Banner has made a mistake going in versus Lucian Janna. Janna unfortunately steals the kill, but it kill secured. Lucian's alive. It's all good. And now we do see Jace, Neon Surge pushing here on Sujin in the top lane. Wants to go ahead and get that tower down as soon as possible. I mean, definitely, and Devil doing a great job here in the bot lane. 30 CS lead, 3, 1, and 2 Lucian. Janna even picking up a kill as well. Now Neon Surge going all in here on to Sujin. Oh, so close. One more Q would do it, but the regeneration coming out from Mundo probably will let him outlast Jace. Just, well, not even outlast, but at least sustain against him. As you see, his health rapidly refilling from what was just like 1 Q damage from being dead. But he is maintaining that CS lead. He has his Mana Moon. He's doing a good job stacking that up. Meanwhile, we have Wukong and Elise here. Going to be fighting it out. 4 going to be forced to run. And looks like Wukong has to fight. Not going to go ahead and commit to the fight. Meanwhile, in top lane, Neon Surge going ahead. Still continually poking down. He's so close. And, oh, eating a little bit too much turret damage. And now J4 going to go ahead and just try to do his best to de-ward. Meanwhile, Janna, who does have a sight stone, is just like, it's cool. I'll just go ahead and re-ward up. And now Katsubite going to be falling back into position. Zillion and J4 going to be moving up in the middle. Zed, Unwanted, just going to be trying to hold that tower. Janna there backing it up, doing what every good support should do. Honestly, once you go ahead and drop your tower, it's about time to go middle. Now, we're going to see these guys trying to do their best to de-ward on GTS, but it's still, I mean, great vision game coming out from TSG. Now, we do have the MIA call being called out by Jace. Monday, we're going to be returning to lane here shortly. Janna rejoining Lucian here in the bottom lane. The vision a little lacking on the blue team's on TSG's side, but Janna certainly will be taking care of that. We have a lot of pink wards up, 3 to be exact here for this GTS. So they're doing their best to combat this their down position with vision, which isn't a bad way to go about it as long as you don't continue to play overly aggressive. You really have to play that vision advantage if you plan to use it as a comeback. So we do see Wukong kind of going in here. Janna gonna go ahead and throw a tornado, not gonna find the connection. Zed now moving into position here to maybe start a fight here in bottom. Elise gonna be joining them as well. It's kind of a split 2-2 formation here for TSG. Will we see? It looks like GTS gonna go ahead and kind of break off. TSG gonna respond the same, and just Mundo getting bullied here, slowly losing CS after CS. We got Jace poking, gonna miss that one. Unfortunate there. He's just gonna keep trying to whittle that tower down now. I do believe he saw Wukong coming for him, so he's gonna back off. Meanwhile, we have definitely and Devil gonna be going ahead, pushing down this bottom turret. I mean, 4 de-warding his blue, and now Katsubite gonna be de-warding as well. Neon Surge has the advantage here as the lane is pushed that way. Nice Q, flashes in, goes all in, gets the kill. Nice job there. So now sporting 2 kills in lane over Mundo, gonna be able to push down this tower. Now there is Wukong coming in. I'm not sure that Neon sees him. Oh, Neon able to go ahead and teleport to tower, it looks like. Well played. Not gonna give Wukong the kill. And now it looks like Wukong and Elise gonna be fighting it out here. Not a duel that I think Elise wants to play in. But she looks like, oh, she's trying to bait it out for Zed. Gets the snare, and Zed comes in And Katsubai, there's the death mark, and there's the damage, the ignite. Boom goes the dynamite. The shuriken gonna be landed, and nice job there by Awanted. Now gonna go ahead and maybe try to fight this Mundo as well. The cleaver gonna be landing onto Awanted, but there's the slow coming out from 4. These guys playing it well. Mundo flashing in. Gonna be putting Awanted in a bad position, but at least not giving up 2 kills. Mundo gonna go ahead pick up the kill on his head. Now J4 going ahead. Probably gonna cataclysm here. No, not gonna be able to make it, and now there it is, but it's a little too late. Corky so close to dead. There is the cataclysm, and we saw Lucian trying to fall back using his ultimate, get adequate DPS. Janna might be able to get away, but it doesn't look like it with the Zillion able to keep J4 on top of her. So unfortunate overextension there by the part of TGS. Or TSG, wow. Too many TSG, TGS, GTS. Got it. Yeah. Exactly. But it is opening up a lot of room here for Neon as you see him take down another turret. So that's putting them comfortably 4,800 gold ahead, roughly. I mean, overall, they do have map control. They're calling out for the next dragon. They see the timer, 16 seconds on that coming up. So they should be able to secure it here very shortly without a real contest coming up from GTS. Now 4 going to be counter-warding here. Sees that pink, but decides, I got to abandon that, let that one go. Let the lane shove out. You see Awanted, and you see Jace, Neon Surge going to be pushing that middle lane out. De-warding here. Zillion going to go ahead and ward again. Meanwhile, Elise has already started dragging. It's already at half health. There's nothing that GTS can do with all 5 members of TGS. Or TSG right there. So there's Janna, go ahead and try to get the tornado. Gets the slow there on the Zillion. Oh, look at that damage out from Neon Surge. That Q damage is just, it just wrecked Zillion. I mean, Zed almost wants to get this kill. He's gonna go ahead and throw some shurikens in on top of his shadow. Sees Corky. Now his team pushing up. Will they go ahead and try to trade this bottom turret for the mid turret? It's maybe oh, they definitely will, looking at the health of it. They're just going to go ahead and take it. And meanwhile, Jace is going to go back, defend middle. Mundo may take top, but that's okay. A trade is a trade. Still, that's going to help the snowball effect of TSG. Now, they may even go for this inhibitor. It looks like they're getting pretty confident about it, but that wave clear coming out from Sophie, proving to be pretty effective, at least getting them off the inhib. And Juice got saying they are good at the objectives, they lack in the fight though, about TSG. Now we'll see, Janna, nice peel there for Neon Surge. There's the missed snare. But now Janna, Devil Dude, gonna be caught out by Katsubai. Unfortunately, did not see him coming in from the bottom lane. Now, red team gonna be forced to group at this point. I mean, 18 minutes, 9-7 kill score, guys. This is not as easy as last game for TSG, but it is still certainly looking good and in their favor. We do have Banner gonna be going ahead, maybe securing this red buff for himself. Zillion doing his best to de-ward this dragon. He knows he needs to get control over it for his team. You see J4 picking up that red buff now. They may be grouping up to push out to the top lane. Meanwhile, we see Lucian, Janna, and Jay's going to be maybe making a move here. They get the ward over the wall into the blue. Will we see the Janna tornado go ahead, and there's the shield. And now Zed going to be caught out of position. Going to go ahead and death mark on a J4. I'm not sure how that is, but he goes ahead, shadows back out of the cataclysm. There's a flash, and so close to getting the kill on the J4. Not exactly going to land it, but that does open up the team for the objective there. They do nab another tower into middle. So once again, Juice God's point being proven here time and time again as TSG able to secure objectives, even though they give up a kill here and there. Now it looks like Mundo in a very bad spot, being forced to run away from his tower, caught on all sides. There's not much that he can do, and it looks like he gets knocked back, the vision in the bush, and Thor able to get the kill. That's not a position you want to be caught in as a Mundo. So now Zillion and Katsubai in these bushes, looking to make a jump here on to Neon Surge. He is, well, he's dead. Unfortunately, that damage coming out from Kong and the Zillion, just too much to really be sustainable. He does have the Whisperer, the Man and Moon, the Brutalizer. He's going to be working. After he finishes up his Black Cleaver, he'll probably, as it was said in chat earlier, start to build tanky at that point, but he is still the Glass Cannon. So for now, the only thing that TSG can do is go ahead and defend. Now, GTS, what are these guys got to do? Like I said, these guys just got to keep grouping. They're slowly whittling down objectives, but they're still falling behind quite rapidly. I mean, it's a 5K gold splits pretty much consistently through the game, which means TSG has had a comfortable advantage, but it hasn't been a surefire rickroll, we're going to win. They won their last game, I believe it was in 22 minutes at a surrender, and Wukong going to go ahead and dive the turret. 4 going to go ahead, just do her best to go ahead and just protect that turret. They don't want to give up any more global gold than they have to. Now, Awanted may be trying to go ahead and ambush this J4, but J4 going to be smart enough to fall back. He's actually backing out, so it's going to be a 3 versus 2 maybe here in middle. Wukong also backing. Mundo moving into position here to help guard middle. We have Zillion, Corky, and Mundo going to be pushing out this lane for GTS. Jace going to be spotted by this red team, and we'll see if he gets caught here or not. He is pushing out this bottom lane pretty hard. Mundo's going, and he seems like he wants to. He's not sure if he wants to make the decision. He sees Mundo appear in another lane and decides, well, maybe I should fall back. I don't know. Well, I mean, I kind of know where the rest of their team is. Meanwhile, Zed looks like he might be gotten into some trouble. Corky going to be trading here. Solky trading with 4 slowly. There's the turret going down. 4 going to be forced to fall back. Lucian, TSG kind of, oh, he's going in hard on the Corky, and now there's the damage coming out from Zillion. The flash, nice flash away from this Wukong. Wukong's really tanky though. Gonna be really, that is good. What the engage is what that's called, but it looks like Neon Surge and Awanta may be able to clean this play up. Devil Dude now there. So it's 4 being traded for Sujin. There's the flash from Zillion, but it may not matter. There's Zed going to close the gap. The Jana Tornado going to go ahead and slow him down. Wukong now the next in line. There's the slow. And now Deathmark going to be put on to Wukong. Wukong going to fight back. There's the flash. Nice double kill so far by Awanted, catching Corky out there. Meanwhile, with the objectives, Neon Surge and definitely going to be continuing to push these objectives, and they are going to go ahead and get in middle in hip turret and the inhibitor. So 3 for 1 trade, gets a tower and an inhib. Now they're going to go ahead and get a free dragon. I mean, these guys are just systematic monsters of team play mechanics, guys. These guys, you want to learn how to objective push? This is how you objective push. You get the kills where you can, and you continue to push. Now, their gold lead is up to 8K. They are up to 8K, which was about 5K, I'm going to say 6 minutes ago. So their snowball capabilities are still there. Now Wukong going all in, maybe a little too deep. Not going to go ahead and get connected. J4 going in deep. Wants this Jana, it looks like. He's going to go ahead and flash over the wall. No ult to Reno from J4. So, it is absolutely intense. Red team really, really getting desperate here. GTS wants to go ahead and make this push here on middle, feeling like they have to force the fight at this point and capitalize on a Wukong ult. Utilize their Mundo to take as much damage as he can. He does have the Sunfire cape, so that coupled with his damage over time skills are going to be enough to really make an impact in the fight. Meanwhile, Wukong tanky as well. So they're overall tanky. If they can get their tanks just to get in there, committed, and catch either Neon Surge or definitely or Wanted out, I mean, they're going to have a much better team fight experience, to say the least, guys. Meanwhile, TSG, all they got to keep doing here is playing it to where they go ahead and take a sip of your water, Bio. You're non-stop. Too bad! Anyway, as long as TSG continues to go ahead and fight these fights, like 2 versus 3, win, and then go ahead and utilize the rest of the team. Now Zed maybe got out, gonna go ahead and slow, trying to fight. Nice little juke there on the J4, but there it is, the Deathmark gonna be played. Now we have Elise coming into the scene, also Jana coming in, so J4 pretty low. Elite's going to go ahead and close the gap. He's right on top of J4. The Jetta ult going to go ahead and peel that Mundo right off. Now we have definitely coming into the scene as well. Looks like we'll have Devil Dude making it out of here alive. Sunya goes down. So in the top lane, now we'll see a push probably onto this turret. We have Neon Surge once again cross the map away from the action. Going to be met with a Zillion. If you are supposed to have a camera on, it's on, by the way. I do not have a camera on. But, at any rate, we're going to see TSG going for, looks like a bait here on the Baron. And while Neon Surge is just continually hammering down turrets. I mean, he is sitting up there. Let's take a look. I mean, he may be able to take this. Yep, he's going to go ahead and take this bottom inhibitor turret. He's going to be forced to fall back because J4 is chasing him. And he's going to be met with Wukong here coming in from the lane very shortly. And it's going to be up to J4 to close the gap. Does not close the gap successfully there. We did see, a nice flash trade there by Jace. But will he be able to get around this Zillion? His team unable to do anything about it. But look, he's pinging for them to go ahead and do Baron. Since we do have Mundo peeled off, taking care of that bottom lane push. We will see GTS coming in here very shortly. They're going to try to do something. But Wukong, he has his ult. He's going in. Oh, look at that, the fail! What a fail! Cataclysm and the Wukong ult going to be completely missed. And now J4 in trouble, going to go ahead, get taken down, has the GA. He's going to be up very shortly again. And the peel for TSG is absolutely phenomenal. Zed going in hot, going to be repositioning back. Does get the kill there onto Corki. J4 low once again. Zed going in, wants to get this kill. Only a 1-for-1 trade, and there it is. Whoa, maybe just a little bit of an overcommitment there, but they may be able to get Wukong. Looks like Mundo going to be caught here. There it is, at least. Yeah, so close to getting the kill on to J4, but Mundo going into the bush. We do have Lucian able to get the double kill, and they still want to go ahead and continue to do Baron as they see their super minions are, their minions are pushing. We see Neon Surge teleporting in to get this inhibitor turret down to continue to supply pressure, and he's even going to go probably for the second one. I mean, looks like Baron going to be taken down here very cleanly. J4, look at that flash! Look at that flash! Oh, J4 steals the Baron! But they definitely was able to get the kill there on the Zillion. That was a pretty impressive flash, but unfortunately they gave up Baron, but the pressure is still on. That closed the gold gap there. Not much. I mean, we do still have TSG up by 8,000 gold, or 9,000 gold, excuse me. Woo! What an action-packed game. The plays are being made on both sides of the fence here. TSG and GTS, both. I mean, let me tell you, the objective pushing has been a lot more solid, but that Baron steal may bring some confidence to GTS here. Coming into this late game phase. We do see Sulky, who is farmed up, but definitely nowhere near Lucian. I mean, those 3 Dorks plays not really working out very well for him. We do have Jace falling back. There's Awante. He's going to go ahead and reposition himself over the wall with 4, just to go ahead and just move as a team. It seems there's always safety in numbers, so as long as you're moving as a team, these guys are forced to defend. Luckily, it doesn't look like any of them but Corki have the Baron buff, so that is at least good news overall. Now, Sulky may try to jump out on Neon Surge. The damage coming out. Neon Surge forced to run, turn around to engage, knocks him back, and unfortunately is going to be taken down there by Sulky. Good ambush there by Sulky. Now, definitely trying to take this red. Sees Wukong. Now, there is Elise going to get at least the snare here. Or, oh no, snares under the illusion. There's Janek and Wukong all the exhaust. Lucian going to be doing the best he can to kite, and a nice ulti there by Janet for the peel. Well aimed to get Katsu Bite off of definitely. Devil Dude, excellent support player so far. Wanted just went down and took down that inhibitor. May go down here. Look at this. He's in the base. He may very well go down. He's trying to avoid. Oh, he's avoiding all this damage. He wants to be executed instead of getting killed. Meanwhile, 4 and definitely going to go ahead and push in. Almost a 3 kill. The red damage isn't enough. Not quite, but there it is. Lucian able to pick up a double, and these guys may just go ahead and try to get the push for GG. Jarvan finally trying to get into the mix, goes ahead, gets the shutdown on a Lucian, and there's at least going to be maybe overcommitting. Oh, goes up, and so close, does get the kill there on the J4, which will make defending this, the GTS base that much more difficult. I mean, they do have 4 members down now. Mundo's pretty low, but he can at least hold lane and sustain. We're going to see another Dragon pickup here, coming up clean from the Outsurge and double dude. 7 towers to 3 towers, 2 inhibitors, and I think it's like 3 dragons now on count. Now, they did get the Baron steal, but they weren't able to really do anything with the Baron steal except enjoy the gold on GTS's side. I haven't seen any phenomenal Zillion ultimates yet, but... And I want to correct myself. I did see one, but I thought it was a Guardian Angel. My fault. Whoops. GG. I fail, I know. So, I mean, realistically, it's not looking good for GTS. TSG is just being very objective-oriented, playing the baits, getting the attention of this red team, and then pushing the split, just making full utilization of the split, honestly. Now we do have GTS's middle inhibitor respawning. We will probably see their bottom inhibitor respawning. Jace being targeted here by Grind that, and now looks like they're going to gather as 4 in middle. The Janna Tornado not going to be quite landing on anyone specific. Now Lucian shielded, has the extra damage. Wukong going in. Oh, what an initiation, but what a Janna ultra combated as well. Now the kiting begins. Looks like we are going to see a lot of damage going on here on the Mundo, but luckily he is a tanky badass. His health is going down, but it's almost going back up just as quickly. There he goes, gets caught by a Tornado. Lucian coming in for the damage. There's Cataclysm coming out from J4, and Katsubite able to get the kill there on the Jace. They are going ahead, trying to get the peel, and a double kill coming out from Wukong. TSG in a bad position now, but Wanted able to take out the turret there in top lane. He may be even going for the top inhib turret. We'll see. Corki and Zillion and Mundo going to be very aggressive here in the middle. 4 going to be eating some poke there. There's the Death Mark coming out onto Wukong. Looks like Wanted doing his best to just keep the attention of these guys so that his team is unable to get pushed on anymore. And he did just destroy a Nexus turret, so he is doing his best to cause havoc in this base. Gets caught up by Wukong, but able to slow him down. He may be able to kite him very well here. Oh, and unfortunately does get caught. Meanwhile, 3 members here of GTS going to push down that T2 middle turret of TSG. But still, I mean, it is 1 Nexus turret from defeat. That's all that TSG needs to do. Kill 1 Nexus turret and a Nexus, and they win. We're going to see Baron coming back up here in 1 minute and 23 seconds. Then followed up by Dragon shortly after that. I mean, the gold, at this point, it's starting not to matter about the gold difference. It's more starting to come down to the initiation and the plays. As we saw, Katsubite did his best to catch as many people as he could into his ultimate ability, using his combo to close the gap. But unfortunately for him, Janna, oh, speaking of Janna, getting caught by J4, catching the Tornado, the Cataclysm is very real. Using her ultimate, getting caught, and that could be huge. That could be what GTS needs to at least secure this Baron. But there it is, Lucian going to go into damage. Nice kite. Unfortunately, at least missing that web there. Not going to be able to get the snare for definitely to go ahead and finish off Wukong. Corki, Sulky going to be trying to get some poke here in the middle. Wukong moving towards the bottom lane. Maybe going to be making a position here with Mundo and nope, looks like he's going to be going ahead and doing a back. 3 members here instead. Going to go ahead and throw some shurikens back into them. So we have a 3 versus 3 situation here, pushing in the middle. Both teams kind of going ahead. What is up, Etos621? Thank you for tuning in, my man Joe. And now looking at a Wanted, they're going to be dewarding. They know that Baron's coming up soon, so they want to make sure to have complete vision control. Looking here, definitely wants to push this middle turret, but there's J4, has the Zillion buff. Will he go ahead and continue to close the gap? Now, there's a cleaver being missed, so Jay's able to have some movement speed. Wukong maybe going ahead, pushing into this Baron area. 4 members of GTS now going to be going ahead and moving into position to counter Baron, Baron is live, dragging up in 144. They are going to go ahead. Looks like he's going to try to push out the top lane. Meanwhile, Neon Surge, Stooge is going to be going ahead. Oh my god, look at the holy damage. One more burst like that. I think Mundo is going to go down here. Neon Surge debating whether to go back in, whether the minion wave is going to be too much to really partake in. Meanwhile, I think oh yes he does. He has teleported up. Janna going ahead doing her best to de-ward here inside the Baron pit. Not going to be able to find, not going to be able to go ahead and start the initiation. There's Wukong going in on his Zed, and maybe putting himself in a bad position, able to regroup with his team there. Luckily enough, Jace continually pushing his bot lane, giving Mundo something to do, taking a big tank. There's J4 going in. Nice tornado reaction there. So that ward, very, very key. Able to see that he was trying to close the gap before it even happened. Stopping what could have been a very bad team fight in the enemy's favor. I mean, realistically, the gold gap though starting to get kind of closed here. Only 9K now. It wasn't the double digits, but it's starting to slowly close. Now we see Zillion. Oh my god, almost getting melted. I'm not sure that he got ult. Let me see. I think yes he did. He did just ult on himself, but it was not really able to be used. There's Jace going to be going ahead in on. Oh, getting hit with the cleaver. He wanted to go ahead and close the gap and maybe seal the deal here on Mundo. He is 2 levels behind Mundo, which is surprising. But looking here, I mean, Mundo does have kills. We do see TSG going to go ahead and go for the Baron. There's Wukong going to ult in. Oh my god, another steal! Another steal for GTS! But there's Lucian able to shut down the Wukong. Elise going to be trading here with... oh, actually, Zed able to get Corki. Elise able to get Jarvan. And these guys may, even though gave up Baron, it may be GG here. Zillion and Mundo, the only 2 left, but they're caught in a bad position. And Jace with that Janna shield. Elise coming in. Zed wants to catch them around. Lucian cutting them off from being able to defend their base. And now it's a 5-man push for the base race. Mundo and Zillion forced to press that back button, which takes a full 8 seconds to get there. So looks like they are 1 Nexus turret away. They have the help to do it. It's going to be a 2 versus 5 situation here. There's the Janna going ahead. Lucian going to be going to melt this Zillion. Mundo is the only thing standing between this Nexus and TSG's win. And it looks like Mundo gets killed. Double kill. OMG. The ace coming out from Definitely nice job. 37-minute, 58-second victory. Final score 29-21. It is a 10.4K gold lead. 10 towers to 4 towers. 2 Baron steals though by GTS. Whoa. How about that, guys? Whoa. Woo! So, what?